One thing we have to understand about these women that are in positions of power, like judges, police officers, is that they're in a position that's usually, dealt with by men. And since they're in a position of power that's usually dealt with by men, and then being a woman, something happens. Their body starts to pump out hormones to be able to manage this position. That hormone is testosterone. And what ends up happening with these women is all that testosterone built up in their body goes directly to their clit. That's why if you ever get to deal with these women sexually, you are in for a surprise of a lifetime when you pull those panties down. It's a big old clit the size of a pinky. I go ahead and suck on it right away, no homo. But no homo, it's a clit. It's a big one, it's fat, it has teeth, and it grows a beard. And it smells like balls. It's from all the testosterone that these women, because these women are supposed to be home being women. But no, they'd rather be in a position of power. They want to be a man, a big old man. And then you start to notice, well, these women smell like nutsack for some reason. But a lot of guys are attracted to these type of women. I'm going to give you advice on how to bag one of these women. And I'm going to do it using examples of other people that have dominated these women and brought them to their knees. Make them feel like a hoe again. Make them feel like a woman. That's what they want. Women with big want to be dominated by a strong man. All that testosterone in her body is going through her clit, and it's making it hard as a rock. And then she gets a little boy boner. And so, the best example of these women that I'm talking about is on TV, the TV judges. You got that old hag, Judge Judy, and you got the other one, the Puerto Rican one, Judge Milian. Oh, my God. Just go ahead and look up some pictures of Judge Milian on Facebook. I mean, we're talking about a lady, a Puerto Rican lady that's thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. I mean, she's an old hag like Judge Judy, but this is a different type of old hag. This is the good kind of old hag. I'm going to be honest with you. If I were to ever get a chance to work around Judge Milian and her household, I'm stealing a pair of panties and I'm eating them. I don't care. I get another one and I'll just sniff the wet spot. Every woman's panties have wet spots on them for some reason. The thing with vaginas is they're always coughing and sneezing and just queefing all day. It's a disaster down there. But you know what? Let me get to the point. A long time ago, Judge Milian was on her show, doing her thing, being a man, having a big, gigantic clit. And in comes a super ultra omega Chad doctor with a big old jawline and all his glory and dominance and high testosterone. And he comes in and starts dominating Judge Milian. And her reaction is just just listen to this.
I haven't finished with April, Your Honor.
What else is there to talk about with April?
On a pure business level.
By the way, you're right. We haven't finished with April. In your letter.
Nor have we addressed privity.
Hold on a second, honey. I'm a counselor. I am directing these proceedings.
And I am doctor, not honey.
I'm sorry?
And I am Dr. McCaffrey and not honey. Appreciate it.
You were Dr. McCaffrey?
I am indeed.
Would you rather I call you counselor, doctor, or anything else?
How about Dr. McCaffrey, Your Honor? It creates a tone of respect.
Where I'm from, you sort of got to earn that.
Guess what? Where I'm from, you're born with it. That's how you deal with these women. Excuse me, my name is Doctor. You show me some respect in this courtroom, goddamn. I'm a man, bitch. And let's not pretend like we don't know that you have a big old pussy hole and I have a big pair of nuts. I can literally cook you right in the pussy hole right now, ho. Don't play any games with me, I'm a doctor. Now, speaking to a woman, gigantic clit, in a position of power, high testosterone this way. Remember, everybody respects him. Everybody has to watch their tone around this judge. They gotta be careful with what they say, except for this guy. So what do you think her reaction is gonna be? Well, let's see.
It's supposed to be a happy day in your life. This is like financial security for you for quite some time. And instead, you gotta jerk around with this for the next year.
Watch yourself,
okay?
Your Honor.
Get out of my courtroom! Get out!
A pleasure.
Out!
Thank you.
No.
Get out of my courtroom right now! Get out! Your Honor, it'll be my pleasure to leave this godforsaken courtroom. I got business to attend to. For example, I gotta bitches and get money. It's what I do. It's what I was made for. And so you see how you can turn a big boss, big clit, big boondyke, a judge, position of power, into a typical girlfriend who's yelling and kicking and screaming when she don't get her way, acting erratic, losing control. What happened? And one thing we know, if you can get a woman to act all crazy, start yelling, kicking, and screaming, you can get her to fuck. If you can incite a reaction in any woman, remember, like I always say, most men are invisible to women. Women don't even know you exist. Most guys could pull out a gun in front of a female, blow their heads off. They probably won't even notice they're on TikTok watching videos. And they have the headphones on. They won't even notice you killed yourself. You could do a double backflip. You get no reaction. But if you're a guy that can push buttons and incite a reaction from these women and have her, lose all her composure, start yelling like, get out of my car room! Get out, you fucking good for nothing dog! You're a piece of shit! You're a piece of shit! I mean, just think about it. Just imagine you have a girlfriend and she works at an office somewhere. And you're a black maxer, so you don't work. You depend on her. You're at home all day smoking blunts and scratching your nuts and working out. And she calls you, hey, babe, I know you're driving around my Nissan Maxima all day smoking blunts with your boys. Can you please stop by Taco Bell and bring me a chalupa to work? I'm starving. And so you go get her the chalupa, you go into the office, and you catch her in the office frantically yelling at another co-worker who's a man, a big old strong man. And he's calm and relaxed. She's saying, you're a piece of shit. Get the fuck out of here. You're a piece of shit. Crying, literally crying, angry at this guy. My nigga, they're fucking. I swear I can't stand him. He's a fucking pig. My nigga, they're fucking. They're fucking. And if they're not fucking, they're gonna fuck soon. Women only react to men they're interested in. It's very simple. Women are in their own world. They don't give a fuck about anything or anyone. They only care about themselves. Why would they get so emotional over some random loser out there? You know how many random people are just out there that she doesn't even know they exist? They don't care about anybody. If she's getting out of character for one guy, my nigga, they're gonna fuck. This is why you gotta be working out. You gotta be looking good. You gotta whiten your teeth. You gotta have a constant haircut. You gotta cut your nails. You gotta smell good. You gotta be sexually attractive to these women. The thing is, women don't want to be respected at all. They want their head shoved in the toilet and flushed. And they want you to punch them behind the head while you're doing anal. Now, you ugly guys, you have no choice. You have to respect these women. But here's the problem. Even though they demand you, because you're ugly, to respect them, they're literally grossed out by you. You ugly niggas could just never win. No matter what. No matter what you do, you could never win. Fat, ugly, and poor. Look at the doctor, how he was talking to this lady, to this judge. She comes with a little sassy attitude. He's like, I'm not taking this shit. I'm a goddamn medical doctor. I literally, all I do is literally fuck bitch and get money. I mean, literally ask about me. My nigga, I'm not taking this malarkey from this lady. Get the hell out of here. And he treats her like a dog, and her reaction is, get the hell out of here, you scumbag! You good for nothing jerk! Wow, the doctor got her acting like a female. What a wonderful surprise. Look, if it's not obvious by now, then I don't know when it's going to be obvious for people like you. The fact of the matter is you got two choices. Either you can be an ugly guy who's fat, ugly, and poor, and you're forced to be respectful and nice to women, and by the way, they're going to hate you for it. Or you could be like this doctor who's out there literally fucking bitch and getting money, has all the respect in the world. He's a doctor, saving lives. He treats women with no respect. He treats women like dogs, and he gets rewarded. How does that happen? How does that work? So back to the point of this video. How do you get these women? These women with gigantic clits and high testosterone in their positions of power. How do you get them? Well, they're women at the end of the day. Push their buttons until they explode and act like a crazy female lunatic in the office. Say things that are going to make her go crazy. For example, if you notice a changing in her behavior patterns at a certain time of the month, you say, oh my God, it smells like period around here. What's going on? And ask other coworkers, hey, Joe, do you smell period? It smells like period in here. Oh my God. I hate the smell of period. I don't understand how women can leave the house smelling like period. I mean, literally shower. That's all it takes. Shower before you leave the house and don't smell like period in the office. No, I'm going to say it because it's disrespectful to her colleagues. There's someone in here that smells like period and is disrespectful to all of us. It smells like quarters in here. And watch her just rage inside. Watch her just explode inside. Because obviously she's the one with the period. Women give it away when they're on their period. You can just tell. They look pale. They look bloated. They look ugly. And they smell like a top sirloin steak. And they're always going back and forth to the bathroom. That's another thing. If you see them going back and forth to the bathroom, just say, oh my God, bathroom again? Oh my God, on company hours too. You're going to go on social media because there's no way she's going to actually use the bathroom. This is the fifth time she's gone. And meanwhile, her blood is boiling. She's so agitated because, she's uncomfortable because that pad is just literally soaked. It looks like a jelly donut from Dunkin' Donuts. And now you brought up the fact she's constantly going to the shitter. And now she has to sit there literally marinating in all that disgusting period blood. It's filthy. And what this is doing is creating an anger, a deep hatred for you. And it's not going to take long. Remember, she's a woman. It's not going to take long for this woman that's in a position of power to lose her control in front of everybody and basically have a manic episode. And everybody would just say, oh my God, this woman is a lunatic. Why is she even the boss? And this will probably result in her losing her job and you probably having sex with her when she's down and out on her luck and she's going to have to find a man. And it's probably going to be a guy like you. Because what you do now when she's down and out, after she had her manic episode, you come around and you DM her or something. You say, listen, I apologize for what happened. I was immature and I was on drugs. I was at the lowest point of my life and I took it out on you and you didn't deserve that. You deserved better. And to be honest, for the longest time, I always wanted to say that I love you. I used to fantasize about you. One time when we went to the company softball game, you left your bag out while you went with the girls to the bathroom, and I went in your bag and I saw one of your panties. And there was a big wet spot. I believe it's what you women call vaginal discharge. And I sniffed it for days. And I masturbated. And I thought about you every single night after that. Listen up! Listen, this is the message you're going to leave her. I mean, people think I'm joking. This is $1,000, $2,000 advice I'm giving out for free. This stuff works. You have to incite a reaction in these women in order to get laid. You can't treat her like every other guy. A woman in a position of power, everybody watches their step around her. You can't be the same. You got to be different. And you got to be attractive. She's got to kind of be attracted to you somehow. Can't be an ugly guy. Folks, this isn't a joke. This is serious stuff we're talking about here. Leave her the message after she's down and after you made her have a manic episode. Tell her about your feelings towards her. And your legs. Your legs. You know, those varicose veins behind you. I have a fetish for varicose veins. And I remember just seeing you when you would bend down to pick up a paper clip, and those varicose veins would they just get inflamed, and those big old vertical ones that get thick and girthy. And right away I'll dig in my pocket and I'll pull out that panty I stole from that softball game, and I sniff it for hours. I sniff that panty wet spot, that discharge, I sniff it for hours.